good? What's up? What's up? Just chopping up with Coop, your boy, Coop right here. You got Mr. President up top. Always give me the platform to come represent. Appreciate you, bro. Saray down low. Let them know what's up, Saray.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
We got Elijah up here. What's up, Elijah? You know what? Chopping up a Coop with just my experience as being a black man and hearing from other black men up here. And every now and then you have a sister up here, she got her own standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Get different perspectives from different people. So last week, me and Marcus was having a conversation, dog. I can't remember where it went or where it came from, but I know where it went, right? Niggas gon' nigga. Niggas gon' nigga. People gonna do what they do.
That's a fact.
I came up with this, right? Let people do what they want to do, and it'll show you what they'll rather do, right? So you have niggas gonna be a nigga, and a man is gonna be a man. From just from what I'm saying right there, from a standpoint, we just gonna go on with that open conversation. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. It don't matter what order go in. Or whatever, whoever
Uh,
start first, how y'all feel, just let me know what's up.
hold up. Now let's understand. Like, look. If y'all seen me the last joint, I'm drinking in the beginning. So look,
Oh
we gonna
my
be straight.
God.
Look, a man, a nigga going nigga, right? But a man can do things, can be like a nigga at times as well. You know what I'm saying? A man can have nigga tendencies. You know what I'm saying? Because every
Nigga
so
tendency.
often,
Okay,
yo,
what's a man having a nigga tendency? What's a
I'm
man
saying
having a
like,
nigga tendency?
all right. Hold on, let me put the drink up. Like, say for instance, like at
Hold on,
work,
hold
right?
on. Hold on before you talk real quick. Hey, Lodge, you ever seen Boondocks, bro?
Yeah,
You ever seen Cuz talk about
yeah.
nigga moments?
You know what
But
Go
I'm
ahead, Marcus.
let me
Just
help you with this.
think
saying?
about that in
But
mind. Think about
yeah,
that in mind when Marcus talk. Go ahead,
okay,
Marcus. Go ahead, let
Yeah,
you go.
all right. So let's say
yeah.
you at work, right? So you at work,
Yeah,
and as a man, you handling your business, right? So every so often, you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
they might try to put a little bit more on you, try to, you know what I'm saying, press on you, make you
yeah.
feel away. You know what I'm saying? But as a man, you
Okay,
handling it. You know what I'm saying? But this
right.
one particular day, you ain't really trying to
Yeah,
hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga come
yeah.
out you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it be like that sometimes though. You feel me?
You know what I'm
That's
Hold
saying?
crazy.
Like
on, man.
we ain't
Like you
just
got
saying.
sometimes when you just that ignorance, though. You just be like, fuck that shit.
Well,
I'm finna be
okay.
ignorant
All right.
today.
Now I'm here with y'all. Now I'm here with y'all. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Or
Okay.
or
I'm a nigga
What?
all the time, so I don't.
It's Sorry,
See, I was a
Sorry,
piece of nigga all
I
the
Sorry.
be the
time.
nigga.
Hey,
Don't ask me if you don't want to know, cause I's gonna be the nigga. Okay, I promise you. Fuck your feelings. Fuck all that shit. I'm telling you the truth. Not TH, but the F. Truth.
Yo.
But we always get looked at like we the bad person when we become the nigga.
No, but yo,
mm,
no matter what, you still a nigga though. No matter
That's
what.
Yeah.
because nobody wants to. People really don't want to hear the truth. They really just want to be coddled. As simple as that. They just
Why they want to bring the nigga out of you?
because
Cause
they probably getting niggas at home. They want to be. This is just one perspective. When they talk to they family and cousin, family and stuff, they're probably not giving them because the real one's gonna be real with you. So it's like, all right, let me come over here because I know they gonna let me know, but they still expect you to comfort them. I
Yeah.
don't do that. You get what I'm saying? I can only speak for me. I'm not going to comfort you. Now, if it's a death in the family or something like that, okay. But if you know you fucked up, oh, you fucked up. I don't care if you're my home girl, home boy, daughter. I don't care. If you fucked up, you fucked up. I'm going to tell you. Because I know you itching to tell me when I fucked up. That's how I feel about it.
you know what? I love how this goes.
nigga go on nigga.
Y'all all y'all always give me that segue to go into my next question every time. So it's so crazy that they always go into emotional, physical, mental urges that need to be fulfilled, right? You understand what I'm saying? So like when it comes to, let me put in perspective, like Saray would say, I'm gonna be a nigga all the time. I'm gonna tell you the truth, right? She gotta do that because that's how she feels. That's fulfilling herself. That's what she has to do because that's who she is, right? Not saying she don't care about the next person, but she gotta keep it real with you because she'll be living a lie. She can't do that. You understand what I'm saying? So it comes to that emotional standpoint that you have to be able to be real with somebody for you to get that out of the next person. You feel what I'm saying? So when it comes to that, right? What are two urges that need to be fulfilled with certain people, right? When it comes to emotion, physical and mental, dreams, family, and community. How y'all feel about that?
All right, it
With
didn't register real
being
quick.
okay, nigga, people gonna do what they want to do, right? Because certain urges need to be fulfilled.
Yeah.
I guess I should have said it in that particular way, right? So how do you feel about that in general, right? Like when it comes to the emotional part, physical and mental, are you willing to do whatever you have to do for your urges to be fulfilled?
For my
Mm.
urges to be fulfilled, not theirs.
Mm-hmm. For your urges to be fulfilled, for your urges to be fulfilled.
Yeah, it's me.
She already.
I don't know. Am I answering this wrong? Like, if it's for me to
No,
satisfy.
no, no. I'm saying it's
Bro.
there's no wrong way to answer this question. How do you feel about it? What do you feel like you need to do for your urges to be fulfilled? So, like you said, you always gonna be a nigga. You always gonna be a nigga for your urges to be fulfilled, or you gonna however you gonna handle that particular situation. Because sometimes people do change depending on what type of situation that they're in and what urges they need to be fulfilled. Some people will code switch. You don't heard that before. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, code switch. It just depends on how much money is on the table for the code to switch. Other than that,
And
nah.
but that's an urge that needs to be fulfilled, which is money.
Okay,
You
I
see
go
what
for
I'm
that.
saying?
Okay,
So at what point you willing to be a nigga to get
but
that
y'all
urge
know me.
fulfilled,
The
or you?
nigga still gonna come out though, even if the bag is. We
Man,
talking about me.
she how
And
you
so
get
Like,
you
like
gonna
you
look
get
at
to the
me.
nigga. Look the nigga.
if
Nigga
you
go.
wanna take it from that point, yeah. But in general, however you want to look at it, you understand what I'm saying? Because I already know what time it is. People gonna do whatever the fuck they got to do to get what they need. You feel
Right.
me? So if
Yeah.
you personally, if you personally feel like you got to close who's to say it's the wrong, right or wrong thing, right?
So
Like if you
I
want to
could,
get deeper into it, right, with that particular question, if you want to
yeah,
get deeper into it,
You gotta bring that
if
nigga out,
if
me dog. Like,
if
I'm about to
nobody,
take
if
the
yeah,
no.
you
you got
gotta
to bring
bring.
it up
You got.
out you, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
let y'all go
saying
ahead and talk.
like,
You feel me?
yeah, my urges. Yo, I just be trying to get through my day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really at work. I ain't got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it take a lot for me to get out of my car. I done had situations, but it's like
Yeah,
usually the job is to get away from all the other shit that's going on. You know what I'm saying? So now in my regular life, it's like it's all in how much you know what I'm saying, you allow a person to try you. You know what I mean? Because
mm,
motherfuckers will try you. If they like motherfuckers think that you won't do nothing or you won't speak up for yourself or anything like that, they're gonna keep trying you until the nigga come out. You know what I'm saying?
that's facts.
Like that's the whole thing. It's like how much can you tolerate before you feel like your peace is broken? Before the nigga come
Mm,
out, because that's usually what happened when the piece get broken. The nigga come out and then it's like, well, yo, I didn't know what, and you should let me the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? But that shit, yeah, that's how I look at it, yo. Like, cause the bread, yo, like the goal is never to fuck the bread up. You know what I'm saying? Like so, like Saray say, how much money it is, like how much money you making, like you can never, like you're not supposed to fuck the bread up. You know what I'm
can't.
saying?
I
People
agree,
be
man.
trying to bring the nigga out you so they can fuck your money up. You know what I'm
Yeah,
Okay.
saying?
man. But you,
Say that.
but
You know what I'm saying?
and you know when it comes to that aspect, you know, it's like it is it being a nigga or is it just us because of who we are, right?
I mean,
Because
and I
and in the corporate America, aggression is not looked at as a wrong thing because you got to go for the money. But depending on who you are, that type of aggression could look as a negative, and it's always mostly us because we're just looked at that way. Like niggas gon' nigga, but nigga is
It's some
always
levels
gonna
of
be viewed
niggerism.
as a,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Is it though?
Your
Like, you
nigga
know,
meter, your
you
nigga
know,
meter
Because
you gotta, yeah, be the nigga meter, the
gotta
nigga
have
meter.
your balance.
because you said corporate, and they label that as aggression because when they're in the
Oh
boardroom
man,
or when they're negotiating and stuff like that. What up, Bill? They need you to be kind of stern, right? So that's okay in corporate aggression and being stern and being direct because you're in the boardroom. That's a level. That's a light level of niggerism. Now,
yeah,
when they get to start microaggression and they get to fucking with you while you're in that boardroom and you still holding your composure, it's hitting the level of a different. It's not even niggerism. It's nigger. Because then it's
mm,
gonna be motherfucker. I'm talking. Could you shut the fuck up? Like that's the nigga, right? But then you come
yeah.
back down to ism, to ish, nigger ish. You know, it's okay in the boardroom to be nigger ish because they still want you to. You got to get that deal, and you still gonna code switch. You get what I'm saying? Your dialect, your tongue gonna be different. You may not say bullshit. You may say malarkey. You get what I'm saying?
Mm.
Is is
Not
Yeah.
a
levels to
lot
this,
of malarkey, Jim.
right? It's
The
levels to
hell?
nigga.
That is top of true. That is true, right? Because I not you said that make me think about it. It's always tolerated when it's beneficial for them.
There you go.
You understand what I'm saying? That's a fact. I ain't think about it like that. So you just said what you said.
Y'all forgive
That
me. I'm
is
getting
true.
You good,
When
man?
it's when it's hella beneficial, they will allow you to be the most. They might allow you to do the most nigger shit. How do you think about it, right? What's that shit that be on TV? Fucking the baddies. That crazy ass shit. They allow them
Um,
girls to go fucking run them up. It was making them bread. And then when it started bringing too much negativity towards them because they were seeing how these women are acting, I was like, all right, man, we need to chill. But y'all was making bread off the shit. Y'all was making millions. Y'all was making celebrities out of these motherfuckers.
all
Out of
that,
bad behavior.
all that reality TV shit. Yo, it's funny how they call it reality TV, but it's scripted.
It's scripted,
You know,
man. It's just,
they like, yo, you ain't nigga enough. We want to tell you how to be a nigga. We need you. We need to write it
you
up so
understand what I'm saying?
you.
We
Yeah,
need you to do the most craziest, have the most dumbest, niggerish moment we can to make people like this is golden TV. Why is the
yeah,
most seeing black women or any kind of black person do some utmost negative shit good TV? You
because you
know
got
what
to look at
I'm
behind the scenes who's actually producing that. I mean, let's just keep it all the way real. It ain't us who's producing these shows. It's Caribbean. Mona Scott is Caribbean. The people who do baddies, they're Caribbean. So that is what is already projected in those countries, and for that demographic of melanated people is for Black Americans to look ghetto. That's what they're promoting. You got to look at who's producing these reality ghetto-fied shows. If it ain't a Caribbean motherfucker, it's a YT. Because look at Housewives.
saying?
It ain't never us. When it's us behind the production, it's positive. Outside of Tyler Perry, but you know.
I,
So
like
it's deeper
yo.
Tyler
than that.
Perry.
I mean, but
That's a
you
whole
look
different level, man.
and niggas accept it, right? Because a lot of niggas look at shit like it ain't me. So we'll watch the fuck shit happen to other black people and just we'll find it entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
Because we
Instead of
are the
looking
entertainment.
exactly like we already like a lot of us have already accepted the fact that we pawns in this situation when it's if you really think about it, the pawn can take the king.
Mm.
You know what
But
I'm
you
saying?
know what? Like think about it. They glorify, and it was, somewhere else on another platform, they glorify our struggle because they see us laugh at our struggle, right? But that's how we cope. That's how we made it this far because we found the joy in the shit, right? We always find the positive out the negative. We don't have no choice.
Yeah.
But it's like it became entertainment. They made our struggle and what we go through their entertainment. We're used to it.
Yeah, I feel
They
you.
they
Like,
don't know nothing about it for real, for real. You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to us, like to your point, Marcus, we just accept it because it's, you know,
man.
it's for us, it's
Hold
the
on.
way of life.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's like the laugh to stop from crying and shit type situation.
Right. And they
Mm.
don't get that.
Yeah.
It's not going to connect with them because it don't go like that for them. You see what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, Coop,
Where
but
we
still a nigga. I hate to bring
where
it that
we
way.
where we
You
at?
still a
My
nigga.
fault, y'all. My fault. My
No,
fault.
you good.
Where we at? Where we at?
No, we just pretty much
Where
just,
we
you
at?
know what I'm saying, just bringing it back
We
to
still on
just
the
being
same
a nigga.
last one?
Yeah, we still on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we still the
being a
Uh,
same
nigga,
one.
being a nigga.
yeah,
Come on.
because when he asked it, um, I took it a whole different way. I took it as like depending on how close they are to me type deal, and that's how you'll get the reaction out of me or not type of deal. So I took the whole question a whole a different kind of way. That's why I got a
No,
little
but
lost and confused. So I'll just
that's
listen.
it. But that's still a good point though, bro. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
that you still
that's
on
another
point.
way.
You are. Yeah.
Like I said, but Saray, what Saray answering it with she gonna be a nigga, meaning like she don't care who you are. She don't care how close
Yeah.
you are. She don't care if you're not close to her at all. She gonna be a nigga to you.
I mean, if you
I'm gonna
bring the
be
nigga out,
real with
if you
you.
bring the nigga out, you bring the
If
nigga
you
out.
bring it out, I
Right.
mean,
That's
nigga,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be ignorant,
I'm,
but I'm gonna be real with you.
Period.
Period.
so.
My fault, Coop.
And then we got
nah.
to it, and it sounded like we got to it, and it sounded like it was relationship wise. Like if we're
Oh
in a
no.
relationship kind of deal, if we're willing to be a nigga to show how we, how we feel. This is what satisfies us and shit like that. It kind of, I don't know.
There's
I
levels to
mean,
that too. It's a level of
yeah.
niggerism within. It's a level of niggerism in each situation.
Yo, your woman wants you to be a nigga.
That's
She
why,
just don't want you to you know what I'm saying, kind of like how men
that's
say
why,
they want a woman in the streets and a freak in the bed. Like a woman, yo, when it's time for you to be a nigga, she needs you to be that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I
If
need
the
a
that's what
day
I'm
bitch
out,
like
trying
if,
to
Hey,
if y'all go out
man.
and
understand.
some shit
That's
pop, she
funny.
need
I'm
that
trying
nigga
to
to come out.
understand. That's why I'm trying to understand it. Look,
what's up, Coop? What you saying?
It's so
You
funny
know,
'cause everything y'all said is what I was already thinking. So it's just funny to hear y'all say this. 'Cause I didn't write a lot of this stuff down, but a lot of the stuff y'all said is just leading to like it's just going to the other shit I was thinking about.
Shorty
You know
Okay.
what
wants
I'm
you to be
saying?
that
Because
nigga.
that's true. Like let's say right in the context we're saying when she wants you to be that nigga, you got to be that nigga. So it's like in any situation, she don't want you to act out a certain type of way. But when it's called for,
mm,
Yeah,
this
you
is
know what
where
I'm
I
saying?
have that
What you supposed
problem.
to do?
I have that problem if I become a nigga and my nigga might be like too overboard.
yo, Holly, your
Gotta
nigga meter,
gauge
you
a nigga.
know,
You
yeah, you
gotta,
got
you
But
that
gotta
nigga
judge.
meter.
I don't have a chill. I don't have a chill. I don't have a chill part of that. Like you either get here, you either get me like a chill me, like all right, bro, you only got one time of those, or you get I'm here with you. You know what I mean? I'm up here with you. So like, what you trying to do at that point? What you really trying to do?
Yo, Holly, you
So
already
I'm
it's
got
really
not
the
yo,
same way though.
yo,
because I
I'm
don't I
really
don't
the
I don't.
same way.
yo, Holly, yo, you only
So
get
I
one
don't.
time.
So,
Yo, what kind of fucking games you
so,
playing, nigga?
Right.
so check,
You
so
see what
check
I'm
this out,
saying?
yo.
I
How does the people you deal with develop or have any experience on you being that man or being that nigga? Like basically your peoples. Like I got uncles. My uncles are niggas. You know what I'm saying?
yeah
They was on some other
yeah
shit. If I would have listened to a lot of shit my uncles told me to do, bro,
You
I ain't
wanna
even
be
gonna lie to you. I probably wouldn't be where I'm at.
Cause them
Not
niggas be
saying that they it's weird, right? You know what I'm saying? It's weird, right? Because like the experience you think you would have with dealing with black men in the community, like, and then dealing with niggas in the community, however, like, I'm gonna get to that part. That whole term of why I'm using the word, I'm gonna get to that towards the end. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy, right? Because most of my people in my family either did landscaping, uh, my uncle owns, plumbing, cooking, stuff like that, right? But when I met them, none of the conversations that we had. There was nothing about me teaching me anything. You understand what I'm saying? It was more about like, hey, don't fuck with these hoes out here. Oh, hey, but if you don't trust these bitches out here, don't you know what I'm saying? Hey, don't be hanging out, don't be doing this, don't be doing that. But it was never like, hey man, you need to get you a trust. Hey man, you need to learn how to get your accountants. Hey man, you need to learn you a skill. You understand what I'm saying? So what experience do you have with your people from being with a man or being with a nigga? How did that help your development and your lifestyle to where you at right now? What can you see for what it is for what it's for really right now? How many men you actually deal with to the niggas that actually, you know what I'm saying, develop your lifestyle and how you are as a man, bro?
I mean,
Y'all ever thought about
take
that?
quite a few of them niggas. It's gonna take quite a few of them niggas because they all talking about shit they know you gonna be worried about. When we little niggas,
Hmm.
we be worrying about the money, the women, the notoriety, all that shit, and they be trying to tell us
You know
about
what
that
I'm saying?
shit. It be the different levels. You know what I'm saying? True the shit. They know that the women and the money and all that shit is the shit that we gonna be focused on at a young age. Try to break that shit about a nigga. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? They I guess in my eyes, they be trying to prepare you for the level you at. Because usually when they telling you that shit, we don't pay them niggas no mind. Then later on, we find out they telling us the truth.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? I was
Like,
one
That's
of
a
them
good
like the
point.
niggas.
relatives being niggas.
Yeah, like you like the uncle was like, you know, you be at the cook up, and the uncle be trying to tell you some shit, and you just be like, this drunk ass nigga. And then later on in life, you be saying that shit.
Oh, trying
That
to
shit
put you
become
up on game. Yeah, I listen. Now I don't listen to everything because we got the aunties and the grandmas. So for the women, they gonna put us up on game. But at the same time, I don't listen. It really is up to the individual of their mindset of what they listen to. You know, you can't take everything because you'll have an auntie that'll sit there and tell you, you know, you be a good sweetheart woman, da 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 da. And you have another auntie to tell you, man, fuck them niggas. You have one auntie that'll tell you,
Hmm.
you make sure you cater to your man. You have another auntie that'll tell you, girl, take his credit card. Now I know better. Me, I'm gonna mix the two. You get what I'm saying? It's fuck them. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't finna rob the
yo
nigga because you finna kill me. I'm not finna do that. But I will say
yo.
fuck you. But I
Could you
will say that
imagine?
my man is not my man. So you gotta make your own recipe with the shit that they tell you.
Could you
I feel
imagine the
you on
young
that.
Saray, the young nigga Saray?
Man. Oh man.
I'm just saying that's
Ooh,
nigga shit. You
boy.
gotta niggas concoct their own shit. So you gotta take the good out the bad. You gotta decipher it yourself and concoct your own little remedy and recipe that's gonna fit your journey. You get what I'm saying? Because what unks done told you, they told you facts. Cause my unks,
Yo,
I know they told me facts. But I also know they told me some bullshit that I know like, yeah, Unc, you wild. And I leave that shit right there
yo.
on the table.
It'd be funny because it's all how I was dressed up. Because if a nigga just talking to you, if they talking to you, you going to embrace it. But if a nigga all belligerent and drunk, he could be telling you the realest shit ever.
Yeah, you
But
ain't
you gonna
gonna
be
take it.
looking
Yeah,
at
you
him
gonna take
like,
it the
"What's your
same way.
drunk ass nigga? Anybody trying to hear
I'ma
that shit you
listen
drunk
because
on?"
I know a drunk man tongue don't lie.
Yeah, but it's all in how it's wrapped up. You gotta
I know
think
what
at
you're
a
saying.
young age, we wasn't trying to hear. Now we know better. You know what I'm saying? Like we know a whole lot better because we all know it's not about the package, it's about the message. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you could say that because I could be. My grandmother always told me she liked me because I listened, but I didn't listen. You get what I'm saying? Like I was told don't have no kids at a young age, and my hot ass went out there and had a child. But I listened at the same time. After she said, "Okay, you allow one." After that one, this first one is a mistake because you ain't know no better. You ain't listen. Anything after that is your fault. I listened. And then experience made me listen because after them labor pains, that was enough for me to say, fuck that. I don't need no more. You feel me? So it's also up to the person on how much bullshit they want to endure for not listening. Because some people like repeating lessons.
That is true.
on
When you're young,
on.
your mind is only set to you're gonna receive so much. You know what I'm saying? Because you haven't experienced it enough. So even when they tell
Mm,
you, you'll be like, how you know? Because you haven't experienced it. You thinking, well, that ain't my life because I ain't been there yet. I'm gonna do better than you. I ain't even gonna lie. That was me. I was the arrogance in me was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I'm a little different. I'm a move better. So what you went through ain't gonna beat my situation. Even though I moved the way I moved, I experienced a lot of situations that niggas did crazy shit. I'm like, damn, I ain't live like you, but how the fuck I went through the same kind of shit you went through? You know what I'm saying? Because it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like shit happen to bad shit happen to good people, vice versa. It is what it is. Whether you a good man or you a nigga, shit gonna happen. You understand what I'm saying? So I get you.
that's
I
real.
get
That's
you on
real
that.
spell.
What's up, Elijah? Elijah, like he froze.
I'm
What's
chilling.
up?
I mean,
well,
I mean,
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
I,
I ain't know if your spirit was gone. I didn't know what was up. I was just making sure you was
I'm
there.
chilling.
I'm like, he looking for
Nah,
froze.
I'm chilling. This
Hey,
topic
man.
wasn't for me. I ain't really have all that. I ain't really have too many uncles that we seen all the time that would try to put us on game or something like that. And then if it was a barbecue or something like that, I knew not to listen. I knew they
So,
cousin,
bro, cause they just be
cousin,
talking about
cousin.
this how you know, cause I grew up with all women. So when I got an uncle talking about just go out there and fuck these hoes, bro, get out my face, man. Get out my face. Stop. Leave me alone. Cause
What's
we got
wrong with
all
you little
we
niggas?
got
You little
all these
niggas ain't getting
aunties
no
around here.
ass. That's what's wrong with
We
you
got
little
all
niggas.
these aunties around here. You talking about some coochie. You want me to just go out here and just start just smashing females with no heart. I feel it. Get away from me, bro. Get away from me.
Yo,
My
it say
mom
you
told
want
me
Elijah,
you
I
want
ain't gonna,
my
you want
mom
you cool
told
for
me
the coochie.
bro.
my mom told me at a really young age, treat a woman how you would want a man to treat her. What you think I'm about to really out here just going nuts on people and not care about nobody's soul feeling? My heart big. Stop talking to me, Unc. For real. Cause you drunk as
Bro,
hell and I'm
Elijah,
not.
that's
Oh, I
Or
had
you
to
crazy,
take a
wanna
man.
drink
or
to
you
that
wanna
shit. I
talk
had to take a
about
drink to that
or
shit,
you
dog.
want or you
Damn.
want to talk about some or you want to talk about some reminiscing about how y'all all gang bang. I know nobody. Y'all ain't talking about nothing for me. Y'all ain't talking about nothing for me.
Nigga, what you mean you talking about this conversation was for you, nigga? You just spit some
I
real
know,
gems
man.
right there, nigga. What you talking about? Yeah, some
You know
gems you
what?
just
You
dropped
know
right
what?
there, bro.
I'm, hmm?
You just dropped some
You said
gems,
what?
bro. You just dropped some real
Yeah.
facts, some real gems, dog.
That shit you just said about, you know what I'm saying, treating these women
So
like how you
yeah,
want a
that
man to
was
treat your
dope, bro.
mother,
Talking about
nigga.
something, this
Oh,
conversation is perfect for you, bro. Yeah, man, that
no,
was
it
fire, nigga.
wasn't. Because
Yes, it
Man.
everybody, okay,
was.
so when this topic kicked off, everybody was just like, oh yeah, we listen to we listen to, aunties and stuff like that. I listen to my aunties for sure. All my aunties was like, see, treat these women right, respectable. Don't you out here, I don't want you out here just fall in love or just having sex and stuff like that. And that I paid attention. I paid attention, but unks, they ain't give a fuck. And then they the same ones we already heard of. They got four different girlfriends already, bro.
You
Stop
can't
talking.
lie these
And I,
hoes.
that's
Yeah,
and that,
you can't lie.
and that's what I'm
You
talking
can't
about.
lie.
Elijah, you were completely correct, bro. Like, but because I had
Yeah.
uncles came to me and told me that, but the people who put me on point, well, was mostly the women, bro. So I
Yeah,
completely
man.
agree with
No,
you.
that's
Like, you 100%.
the
I feel
boy, the
you. That
boy.
was my experience
We
too.
only
Yeah,
the thing is, we only had a few boys, so all the women in our life was just we just all had women in our lives. So the um the aunties, the moms. So who else? Who else? Yeah, basically just the aunties, the moms, some of the friends, whatnot. The friends, that was my mom's friends. That's on y'all. But
man, Elijah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You should talk more about just like your experience, bro. Because your experience is maybe different from everybody else, but bro, it's more people out there like you. Like I agree with you. I had the same shit, so I feel you, nigga. Yeah, I want to hear that shit. I'm listening, bro. I just want to let you know. Don't feel like this conversation not for you just because your experience was different. different. You still
So
had an experience,
it,
with dealing with, you know what I'm saying,
it's
that brought you up a certain type of way. So yeah,
it's a lot different, but I did learn how to get my heart broken. That motherfucker hurt too. My sensitive ass, the motherfucker hurt too.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. That's how
Okay.
you know you got
Bruh.
feelings. You know what I'm saying? That ain't a bad
that's what's
thing.
up, bro. Cause like cause another part of my question was the bond. You know what I'm saying, between men. You know what I'm saying, that being vulnerable, be able to speak to other men, so you can learn, like, and grow. Cause like I said, like, my father and my brother didn't really teach me how to be a man for a woman, shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? Even
Yeah,
though my father was married to my mom and my brother had girl, you know what I'm saying? But they still couldn't teach me how to treat, you know what I'm saying, to fucking have a successful
Okay.
relationship. So things that you're saying has a lot to do with that bond. You didn't have that bond, but you were still taught how to have that successful relationship. You understand what I'm saying? So it comes to a point like, what real bond does it come to with us men being men? And then you have the niggas. And you can see that type of situation is kind of different, but at the same time, it's kind of similar. You understand what I'm saying? But that's from my perspective. I don't understand how y'all feel about that. But I see where you coming from, Elijah, bro. It's kind of the same thing. That's what's up, though, bro. To be honest with you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, we hear you.
I see that shit from all angles, nigga. You know, I'm a try to say it from both sides of the coin type nigga anyway. It's just
Mm-hmm.
your experiences help you look at it like that. Because sometimes, like we can be influenced at a young, like I keep saying as a young age, even though we all, well, with the exception of Elijah, you know what I'm saying? We all grown
oh,
folk. I ain't saying it like that. It ain't even nothing wrong. It ain't even nothing wrong with how you are, yo. It's just,
yeah,
it's refreshing to see that from a younger brother. You know what I'm saying?
It
For
is,
people that
bro.
some
don't
It
know,
is,
for people that
bro.
don't know, they would think that
it,
we all around
you
the
know
same
what?
age at this motherfucker
This,
for real.
this is why I got to get out of the headspace that it wasn't wrong in a way for how I had to grow up or learn or who I talked to and things like that. Because when I hear people talk about unks and everything like that and who they talk to and stuff like that, I just sit back. I just sit back because I ain't get it. I ain't get all that. I ain't get the good conversations. I ain't get um even really I had to really watch for me to learn how to be a hard worker, how to really be like
Mhm.
so I had to really watch. And as I got older, my mom told me like you never want to lose a job and not have a fallback plan and not have another job waiting for you type of deal. So I just sit back and I listen. Or not listen, but I just sit back and I listen to everybody else when they talk about something like this. I'll be thinking like this conversation this is just not for me.
Uh,
Mhm.
yo, the young old
You
heads and
want to
shit.
say something, Ray?
Mm-mm. I just want to know if the mic was
Oh,
better. 'Cause I'm tired of yelling.
Oh, she all right. She got the mic check, what
yeah,
you? Oh,
yeah,
all right, mic check, what?
Is this
yeah, you
better?
good.
Sound the
Yeah, you
same.
straight. Yeah, no, we can hear you.
Yeah,
Like
that's
you got,
good.
I got the same look. I got look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay. I
saying?
just cause
Yeah,
I be
Yeah,
yelling.
you just
I need to get my
passionate, just
hooked too. I was
passionate.
supposed to do that today.
Yeah,
But yeah, man.
y'all listen to me, everyone.
But see, with this kind of conversation right here is the reason why I became the person that I'm not. I'm a real big protector. So that's why I
Mm.
go from here to here. You don't get a middle me. You don't
But
get
you a
conversation out.
man, dog. You a
You don't
man.
get a
We supposed to
conversation
be.
out.
We supposed to be that. We supposed to
But
be
like I
protected.
said, I don't have that. Like I don't. I don't want to. I don't want to make my woman or my daughters nervous because they know there's no middle me. You don't get a middle ground.
Mm.
You get a okay. You only got that one chance. You know what I'm saying? And then I think about it like, bro, it's because I'm young and I just I ain't got there yet. Cause I promise you, I'm already ready to go. I have a different mindset already, and you still trying to have a conversation.
I mean, that's because you still
Man.
young though.
No,
With
That's
age,
all.
no,
That's I to go ahead. My fault, sorry.
no, you
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I'm with Elijah. It. Ugh, I'm with Elijah on that because when we're in. When we out, we out. A lot of things,
Right.
for me, is like there's no wish washiness with. There's no gray. You get what I'm saying? Because once you show me how you move and how you act, you're showing me how you feel towards me. You understand? So I'm gonna receive that, digest it, analyze it. Okay, you meant that shit, and you finna get the business. The
Right.
same way you'll get the business if you're showing how much you care for me, how much you love me, and you showing me that, you finna get the business. You finna get double that. I multiply what you give. You see what I'm saying? So if you're giving me love, I multiply that love. If you giving me bullshit, oh, I'm multiplying that bullshit because miss me with it. Like, so I don't know the mature maybe how to handle it some, but then I guess in hell call me immature and I'm
That's what I'm saying.
42.
That's exactly what I'm
well,
saying. So
I don't call it immature though. Like I wouldn't. I'm saying because it's like you gotta think you can only handle what you can handle. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's where it gets to a bad part of, oh, you just can't take criticism, or you just immature or anything like that, or you sensitive and stuff like that. It's like, bro, it's only so much I'm really gonna take. And just because you said one thing and I let you slide, but then the next one I caught you with one, is because like that next one, yeah, but I'm not gonna go for it.
So
This is not
so
speaking
let
for
me
like
say
my
it.
woman or anything like that. This is
Everybody
speaking
needs to
for
know. Everybody needs to
So
know
so
that everybody's level of tolerance of bullshit is not the same.
but okay, so
and
let me ask you something. So because I understand you don't have to talk like you really don't have to tolerate shit, right? It's the response, right? Because it's like from based off what Elijah said, right? You don't want your wife or your daughter to feel nervous because there's no middle area. Even if
at
you
all.
got to that point where you're done, they're not. They're the only reason scared. They'll feel some type of way about it because when you get to that point, it's a response. It's not the fact that you don't want to tolerate it because some things you shouldn't tolerate, especially if it comes to the safety of your family. There is no tolerance.
That
It's the
see yeah,
response. It is more that makes them
that
nervous
is
because they don't know what you're
that
gonna
is
do.
that is the difference. That's what I'm getting at when I say like my wife will never feel like she'll never actually be able to tell anybody I'm scared for my life. He'll put his hand like, no, fuck no. She knows that. But if anything was to happen, if I got a phone call, if I had to show up, or if you was in front of me, well, you might as well already have your hands up. You might as well. You might as well not even have no conversation with me. You might as well not. And my daughter is the same way. My daughter
I
gets
got you.
nervous if somebody tells her
I
to
got you.
call her that, because once again, like, I'm not here and I'm not mature when it comes to it. I'm a very
but
protective person.
They trying
it's
and they
different
protecting
levels
you,
of
bro.
shit
Cause
though.
they don't want
They
you to. They
don't
don't want nothing to happen
they
to you,
don't get
bro.
nervous. They don't get nervous because for they sake. They get nervous because of other people.
No, 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 not what I'm saying. They're not nervous because of them. They nervous because
Yeah,
they don't want. Who wants their dad
yeah.
to get in trouble, bro? Who wants their husband? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, of course. Like that's what I'm saying. They don't want to see. You don't. Your daughter don't want to see that happen to their daddy because they're trying to do. Your
I
daughter don't want to see that, bro.
know.
You
And
understand? That's
so
the only. So
now,
so look. You gotta look at it like that. You understand what I'm saying? You can have a no tolerance, but think about your response, and that's pretty much it. You can still be like, no,
see,
take no
now
bullshit.
I gotta
Step in
find a
front of it,
middle
cut it
ground.
short.
You hear that,
Nah.
Saray? I gotta find a middle
I'm
ground
not.
now.
No. It's not. It's not a middle ground. It's not a middle ground. You can have no bullshit type of
Good luck with
response. It,
it.
it's just the fact that if you know, I'm just going by based off what you're saying. If you know that your family feels some type of way, you can say stop the bullshit, but not already ready to knock somebody out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Unless that's really necessary. If it's necessary, nigga, I would never tell you not to do that shit. That's stupid as a person who feel the same type of way for my daughter. So yes, I understand, but
yeah.
at the same time, I don't. I ain't trying to let my daughter see me get carried away because I overreacted when I could have handled it in a different way. You understand what I'm saying? I can still
Yeah,
exert my dominance without telling somebody I'm gonna fuck them up. I can come there and tell them this ain't gonna happen. It's like it's levels to it. It is.
Yeah, see,
yeah,
that's what I like to say. I think also people can't dictate people's responses. You can't. Like you
I
paying
mean, I,
Russian roulette out here with people because everybody out here is going through something or whatever, whatever. If we're talking about the negative aspect of things, right? Like just with the case with the Anthony Carmelo boy or whatever, you can't dictate his response if somebody is scared. You can't dictate nobody's response if they're upset. Yeah, we're told how we're supposed to. Again, you don't know what my day was like. You understand? You don't know the amount of shit from the time I woke up all the way to the time I encountered you. You understand? So you was probably the cherry on top. You was the one because I done let a whole bunch of shit slide and kept being up here and kept being above and da 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 and maintaining myself. And here you come. It's just like, you know what? All right, somebody's
all
gonna
right,
get because I need you. You this gotta stop. It's an energy at this point that's fucking with you all day. So now you got to handle that energy. You get what I'm saying? You can't dictate how a person responds. And again,
yeah,
however, putting on me, however I respond, I have to know I have to accept the consequences. And for me, best believe I done calculated all that shit before I blew up on your ass. When I blow up on you, I don't give a fuck if you stay or go. I don't care. I don't reach that level of pistosity where it's like, all right, because at this point it feels like disrespect. The way you're treating me and the things you're doing to me that I'm supposed to overlook and let slide, I take respect very, very, very. I think that's big for me. And it's like
yeah,
you might as well spit or slap me in my face. So I'm gonna punch you in your shit. You get what I'm saying? Not physically, but you gonna by the time I finish cussing your ass out, you're gonna feel like I whooped your ass. Like people
that's
can't dictate
fine.
it be
how
it be crazy because the people I feel like Saray talking about is the people that you can't go there with me, so why go there with me? You can't go there with me, and I'm gonna let you slide, so why do it? Why are you putting yourself in that predicament? Because you don't know me like that. I'm not gonna be like, yo, chill out because I'm not having a good day. No, bro, you got me there. So now we here. Now what you want? What you want for real?
and
Because we
then
can
again,
step
how
outside
you
with you.
treating me shows me with the level of respect that you have for me and what you think about me. And how you're treating me shows me you don't give two fucks about me because I could come to one of you. You get what I'm saying? Like y'all know what I'm going through right now, but you guys are handling me with care. Why? Because you give a fuck. If you didn't give a fuck, it would be a different response from y'all right now. You see what I'm saying? So why all of that shit plays into your response. How that
Yeah.
person is treating you, how that person is interacting with you, and everything plays into my response on how I'm going to respond to you. If you're not handling me with care, why the fuck I gotta handle you with care? Because I give a fuck about what other people think that I ain't ever gonna see again, to hold myself in a high regard. I do. That's why I'm cussing your ass out, because I hold myself in a high regard, and I need you to know not to cross that boundary again. You won't, because when I finish with you, you ain't coming back no damn way. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. But you all again, there's a level to niggerism because if I'm at work,
And so,
I know I'm not gonna cuss my supervisor out, but I'm gonna let that motherfucker know where she can get off at. You understand? You get what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I'm not gonna be niggerish.
niggerish is wild.
I mean,
And
yo,
that's what. Go
Mark,
ahead, Marcus. Go ahead, bro.
I, I'm
Mark,
just
yeah,
no,
Marcus,
no. I'm
step
just
in
saying,
because
no, it ain't.
I want to hear
It ain't no
Marcus
statement.
respond because Marcus. You grew so much out of these times I've got to know you because Marcus was never been the man to play with. He's made us all nervous before, all of
Look, you see the
all of
videos,
us.
take a walk with me. He just did a walk with me video, and my heart dropped, nigga. I
Marcus,
was like,
like,
oh
Mm.
shit.
He don't be like it don't matter. Like literally, we've been on TikTok. You could be states away. He'll make us. He made us all nervous. I had hit Marcus up like, bro, that wasn't me, bro. You got
Yo, Yo, see,
Marcus for president. God damn it.
Marcus
yo,
Okay.
will.
like yo,
Marcus
I
will.
didn't grew, yo, I didn't grew because of the peace around me, right? You gotta let certain things go. Like it's certain things and certain people, certain situations that'll bring that nigga out you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And you gotta know how to separate from them things. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Because when you got all them things around you, they don't understand that it's those things that's got you acting the way you act, and they just see a nigga acting like a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So you gotta grow. Sometimes you gotta look within and look at the shit around you. You know what I mean? That's just how I
wow.
look at it. Because the energy that you got around you is the energy you gonna portray. Like the other group, like they was on whatever they, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't even like talking negative about the shit no more because I'm so far past shit. You know what
Right.
I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
But it's just like it was a different type of energy. So you seen a different side of me from that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to how I am now. Because it's you know what I'm saying, the shit around me, like I'm not looking for the smoke. You know what I'm saying, I'm gonna deal with the smoke if it comes,
No,
but I'm not looking for
for
it.
sure.
You know
So
what
what is it? What is it, Marcus? That is. I just want to know. What is it that get you there? I just want to know.
I'm saying? Huh?
I just want to know. I just
What
want
would
to
it get me
know.
there? You would that to
So
get me there?
to get you there, to get you there.
If fuck,
I just
fuck,
want to know.
fuck one of my
Somebody just shot
babies.
up.
Look, straight out the gate, I just say fuck one of my babies. And you'll see the nigga come out with me.
Holy
You know what
shit,
I'm saying? Like
man.
I can
Damn.
say that out the gate. Like that's first and foremost. You fuck one of my babies, nigga, I'ma haunt a nigga, dog. For real. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And then when we pass, I'ma haunt you in the afterlife. You know what I'm saying?
So so if they stoop that low. Other than that, if it's something about you, you like being, it is what it is.
I mean, see, this is the thing, yo. I just don't like blatant disrespect.
Right.
Like, you know what
Right.
I'm saying? Sometimes a person can disrespect you and not know they disrespecting you until you know what I'm saying, break it down to them.
Mm-hmm.
But some people know what the fuck they doing and they testing you to see if you gonna react. You know what I'm saying?
And I believe completely with Sean Mother. They find that's some fuck around and find out type of shit. And I
Yeah,
believe in that. You want to fuck
Keep
around and find out,
telling
it is what it
yourself
is.
it's a landmine. You have no idea if you're gonna blow up or not. I wish you just
yeah.
wouldn't do it.
That's why I say
Yeah.
yo, I'm a crash
Man.
out, nigga. I'm a crash out for real. Like you send me there. Like that's why I'm the calmest one out everybody because I just know once they hit that switch, nigga, ain't none of y'all gonna be able to calm me the fuck down. It's just gonna be what it's gonna be. You know what
My
I'm saying?
phone just
Bro,
short,
when
boy, because I
somebody
don't
put,
have time.
yeah, see, fucking nuts, bro. He said it's gonna
Yo,
be what it's gonna be. He's
yo, for
fucking
real.
nuts.
Just think about it. When I'd have had my situations, ain't never seen me come to none of y'all to ask y'all no opinion on. I just did what I did. It is just then we talked about it after the
Yeah,
fact.
yeah, that's the thing, though. That's the thing. He
Ask
he will
questions later.
try to. So he'll
Okay.
hit you up. He'll hit you up just to get clarity over what the fuck just happened, and your
Yeah.
story better match to what he thinking what's happening.
You know
Yo,
what?
I'll be
I
interrogating motherfuckers.
this I came up with this topic in the conversation, right? It was like a the nigga whole concept. To me, it's just like a concept play on words, right? Because when we use it, talk about my nigga, it's used in a positive sense. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, it could be used in a negative, you know what I'm saying, a negative sense. So it's like it's it's often you pick and choose the when it wants to be negative and positive. You feel me? So if when we go to a deeper level of saying words or spells, is it for us to take that word and create it and make it to our own, or should we just leave it alone in general? Because it comes
It's
with so much confusion.
nope. It's
What you
ours.
think? Is
It's
ours?
our word, and I don't care about nobody else and them being confused. Like that's my whole thing with that. Why do we give it?
So Ray, someone else. She don't
I'm,
care about nobody else and
I
getting
don't.
confused.
I care
I'm
about
not
me,
explaining
myself. I
nothing.
care about my people. I don't give a fuck what other people think about us because from what we found out, they don't give a shit about us no damn way. So why? That's our word, and how we use that word is how we use it. It was that's what we do as a people. That's what we do. We make something out of nothing. We turn negative into positive. So they use that word to beat us down, and we use that word to uplift us. We use it. What's up, nigga? Ah, nigga. Like it means so many things within our community. It's our word now. Cause you
Yeah.
hear them
Yeah.
say it, and it don't affect us. Every time they say it, we laugh at they dumb ass. Because what we do know is we can whoop their ass. You understand what I'm saying? So say it if you want to. We done made Twisted Tea stock go way up after that white boy said the shit. Homeboy slapped the taste out that boy mouth with that tea after he said it. Say it. It's our word now. You see what
They
I'm
got
saying?
the twisted tees and they gun holsters. Got the twisted tees like yo, go get the twisted.
You feel me?
Go get twisted. Oh
Stop
man.
playing. So no, I'm never. I understand our elders used to be stop saying that word. No, we're not, because the moment we stop saying it, the moment that we so called let them have it, then they feel emboldened because you hear them say it now. You hear every other demographic say that word to us as if, and you can see the videos and everything. It don't even have the sting like it used to. If anything,
Yeah.
it's like, please say it. You know, at this point, we at the point like, please say it
We know you ain't gonna say it to our face, you know what I'm saying? So
at
it's
all.
like that's why I
That's
just
our word.
that's
We
why I just
debo
be like
that
still
shit.
nigga, yo. Y'all know y'all talk to me on the regular. I find a way to put a still nigga in there. You know what I'm
We debo that because we niggas. We niggas. We debo something y'all created to hurt us. And y'all didn't even create it because if you know the origin of nigga is king, because it's what is it, Coop? Negus?
Nigga. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck them people. That's our word.
saying? Straight like that.
So at the end of this, I want to leave with y'all a little poetry moment called Coop Snaps. You feel me? I like to dibble and dabble. I like to dibble and dabble with the words. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh shit. I gotta love Jones. That's what I'm talking
now I wrote two, right? But I think I'm just gonna do one for the night. You know
about. Is
what
this a
I'm saying?
challenge,
And
Coop?
then
Because now do I have to get a
Bro,
notepad for your ass and we just
oh,
start having
if y'all want it to be, we can talk about it now. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm down for it. But this is something that I always, you know what I'm saying? Like I've never seen me and Marky talked about it. This is getting a little bit outside myself. You feel me? You know, some
yeah,
people know this part of me,
Marcus.
but you know what I'm saying. But I don't express it as much. You know what I'm saying? So I want to share it out, and if y'all like it, y'all give me some snaps. If not, be like, nah, cool, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not being real because it is gonna make me go back. It's not a no disrespectful thing, but y'all being real with me. You understand what I'm saying? And I want y'all opinions on that. So let me know how y'all feel. You feel me?
I got
So here you go. It's called niggas go niggas. Right? Black man do what you do, but niggas go niggas. Black man will take calculated shots, but niggas just gonna pull the trigger. Black man value being strong community pillars. Niggas just fine with being street figures. It's kind of easy to get confused because the image is both is so familiar, but it's been time when a nigga has been a black man and a black man was that nigga. Now, how do you be deciphered? Hold a lighter to the gray area and vibrate a little higher. Accountability, yes. We also have to account for the past trauma that transpired as well. Cognitive dissonance. A lot of real ones with ways of ways of having. Hold on, guys, my bad. I wish we could
Start
run
from the
that jump
beginning,
back. I
nigga.
just
Start
hold
from
it.
the beginning,
Hold
nigga.
up.
Start from the beginning.
All
Start from
right,
the
okay,
beginning.
okay, 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 okay.
you.
Hold
Already know
on.
what time.
Niggas go nigga. Black man don't cheat, but niggas go nigga. Black men will take calculated shots, but niggas just gonna pull the trigger. Black man value on strong community pillars. Niggas just fine with being a street figure. Kind of easy to get it confused because the image both are so familiar. Because there's been times when a nigga was a black man and a black man was that nigga. But how do you decipher? Hold the light up to the gray area and vibrate a little higher. Accountability, yes. We also have to account for the past trauma that transpired. Cognitive dissonance. A lot of real ones with old ways have retired. I'm just saying, my words may not be able to assist you, but black man do what you do, cause a nigga gonna nigga. That's it for that right there, man.
A
I kind
nigga
of
gonna
messed up a
do
little bit, but a nigga gonna nigga, man.
a nigga
Man,
gonna
what was
Man.
that? Said the men was
If
that
y'all feeling
nigga.
it, y'all feeling it. If y'all telling me to go back, you know what I'm saying. But I wish my delivery was a little bit better. But I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
doing this. You feel me? Cause it's just gonna help me get better. Cause it's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? And plus, it's being in front of the camera and everything. But I appreciate y'all. This is something I wanted to share with y'all, and hopefully I can get better with it, and we can all do something with this. You feel what I'm saying? So I wanted to share that with y'all, man. And I
I'm gonna
appreciate y'all
be
for
the
listening.
nigga that's about to nigga. It was good, Coop. I like it.